Everyone, we are back with the final war of season 50. This is war number 12. We're going to be going up against one of the Asian alliances. They had a pretty mediocre first 8 wars, and then the last 4 they've been really good. Take that as you will. But they went from averaging probably 20 deaths to now averaging somewhere around less than 10. So we thought they had a good chance of doing pretty well. We're still the favorite for sure. So we just needed to kind of perform to our level to make sure we secured the win and grabbed a master spot. This was a win and in scenario for us. So we were the last spot of masters going into this war. So if we lost, we would fall out. So here we're going to trigger our overrun at the start. Then I'm going to 2-hit until we get our clarity charge. Here, 2 hits and we're good to go. I'm going to throw my special 1. This fight I was a little bit worried about. Mainly just because the power efficiency can cause you to, have a chance of losing your clarity charges. Here, I'm waiting for him to throw the special 1. Then I'm going to trigger my overrun to get us to 8. Now we have our clarity charge again. We're going to throw this special 1. He's almost dead. I'm going to hold block, re-parry, beta heavy, and then combo out. We had the relic and the special 1 ready to go, so we would have been able to finish that fight out, no problem. Then we are splitting this path, so someone else, Adam's going to take that with Nimrod, and then I'm going to go up to path 6 in section 2. We are going to be using Iron Man for this fight. Originally, I was going to use Silk because I was going down a different path, but we swapped it. We made a slight modification to the plan I put together at the end here, and so I ended up switching to this path 9 and then not needing Silk. So no reason to bring Silk for this Bishop fight when I can just bring Iron Man. This is his only fight, and obviously he is the best counter on this node. So yeah, baiting special 1s or special 2s doesn't really matter here. I am just going to throw my special 1s when I have them. Here, I think I do dex out of the tail end of that. That was unnecessary, but it felt safe. I think he does get pretty trigger happy with the special 1 like he does there. We do a good job of parrying it to get our armor ups paused. Iron Man's Incinerate immune, so we don't have to worry about Bishop's aura. And we're just going to keep throwing our special 1s when we got them to stack those armor ups to make our basic attacks hit harder and harder, especially as we build up more armor up. So we're going to see a big, almost 40k medium at the end there. Alright, and then to our next fight, we have Maestro here. We have Sym Supreme coming along for a Serpent on one of the hazard shift nodes, so he can very easily take this fight. Crossbones would probably work as well. But yeah, we're going to power start 1 here, and we are going to roll this over into our Serpent fight as well. We see we have the 12% Mystic attack, or Mystic special attack boost, and then the 150 power backs. The 200% can kind of be overkill sometimes. So main thing here for this node, nothing we're due should really affect the node. We don't really want him to throw a special 1, just because there's a chance I block it, and then he could get prowess, and then it could start to hurt. So we're going to try our best to just push him to special 2s like we do here. What I really want to do is get to 3 bars of power while having 100 genetic code. We have our 100 genetic code, but I don't know if we're going to get to our special 3 in time. Here we do get there, so we're going to throw our special 3. And the fight should basically be won at this point. Hopefully we're going to be able to cycle special 2s and close out the fight. So if we didn't get all the way back, we're going to combo into our relic. We got 2 bars of power. We'll get a special 2. We're going to dex into another special 2. And we probably could have just let him bleed out, but we're going to throw the special 3, which is going to close out the fight. So really smooth first fight versus Maestro. First Sym Supreme fight versus Maestro here. So yeah, nice and easy. Now, that fight did take a little bit of time again with all the special 3s, so we do want to hustle over to our next fight. Although I'm going to be, I guess, efficient with my potions and use the smallest one possible. We do got to use our energy refill here. I did have extra power start ones if I needed it. This is me double checking, even though I did the plan. I started to get paranoid that I was supposed to take one of the first minis. And yeah, we're going to take Serpent here. This is a rank 3, which I'm just now realizing. That makes more sense why this fight seemed to be a little more of a struggle. Yeah, so I've taken this fight before versus Ascended Serpents. I've taken it versus rank 2 Serpents, unduped, duped, but this is the first rank 3 Serpent. So I don't want to parry at the beginning because that'll give him power. I do want to hit him just a bit, just for spacing's sake. You're going to see I hit him into his block as well for spacing. Here we have 100 genetic charge. We don't have 3 bars of power yet. Now we want to wait and get our 100 kinetic, or not kinetic, 100 symbiote charges, whatever the hell they're called. So we neutralize that power gain, and that gets us our 100 genetic code. And we are going to throw this special 3 now, and this should start our loop. Now, looking back, now that I know this was a rank 3, which I should have known before, maybe I should have opted, not maybe, very much apparently I should have opted for a special 2, or the 200% power back boosts. Here we're going to throw the special 2. Got a little lucky there. I think I thought he was going for a heavy, but thankfully we did not get punished for it. We're back at 3 bars of power. We're going to throw the special 3. But yeah, I think if we did the 200% power backs of the 150s, we would have kept getting to a special 2 instead of being a little short at the beginning there. Here, though, we're going to shoot ourselves back up to a special 3. We're going to throw it. Again, as long as we maintain our special 3s, we should get plenty of protection from Serpent special 3. So as you see, we did take a decent amount of damage. Again, the rank 3 is clearly making a difference. But we're still fine. Again, 70% health. His special 3s will do 5%, maybe 7% damage as a rank 3, so we're still a very comfortable spot. He is going to throw this special 3. Like I said, not going to do much. No, I guess 8% damage, so yeah, still below 10. We could eat a ton of those, obviously. We are in a corner. I decided to throw the special 3 just to get us out of here for spacing's sake. Serpent's immortality is obviously still rolling. And we're going to whole block out of this. And he does throw that special 1 out of nowhere, which could have caught us. Again, I think the protections would have made us okay. But yeah, did kind of throw it into our block. But we do get the solo there, and that is our last Sym Supreme fight, so no need to heal him back up. We have 2 more fights left for our war. We are going to be using Crossbones versus this Peni. This Peni placement doesn't make much sense at all. You could really send anyone here that's tactic almost. Well, yeah, I mean, Venom would have been fine. We almost sent Adam, but I didn't really want to wait around to take Photon, and there's 0 reason Crossbones shouldn't be able to destroy this fight. So yeah, we're just going to use Crossbones. So we're going to trigger our overrun at the start, get us 4 clarity charges. We're going to do 2 light attacks. 2 light attacks. And then we can do a full combo here, or I guess we'll throw the special 1 right away. Now we have our clarity charge. We're in a good spot. We're going to try and bait special 1s and heavy punish, which is super easy to do. So we're going to continue to try and do that throughout the fight, try and stack up our Furies. Trigger overrun and heavy punish here. We're up at 7 again. We're going to throw special 1s only. Penny's Incinerate immune, so throwing the special 2 wouldn't do much. Again, bait the special 1, heavy punish. I think we're going to heavy punish again. Yeah, we're just going to keep doing that, I guess. Here, another combo into a special 1 again, and now the fight's basically over. He does throw 1 more. I think I just trigger overrun and just go for it. Yeah, we're going to full combo, relic, and that's the fight. So, yeah, like I said, super easy fight. Any tactic champ, probably not any, but a lot of tactic champs can handle that fight super easily. And for our final fight, we do have Photon here. It's been a while since I've seen Photon on the snow, but I've taken it a handful of times. More than a handful. A lot of times with Xbones. We do have a rank 3 Xbones now, so we are more even playing field against these rank 3 Photons. This fight is for a Deathless season, so a solo here, and I will go 75-0. So we're going to trigger our overrun at the beginning. She does full combos. We're going to heavy punish here. I'm going to go for an intercept. She doesn't really want to play ball. Here we're going to do full combo into a special 1. For her specials, I'm kind of good either way. You'll see I do try and bait out the special 1, but then I get the intercept, so we're just going to bait out the special 2 now, which is completely fine. I'm going to throw the special 1 here. We do have the overrun there, and I did notice it, but I decided not to take block damage, so we're just going to wait it out. You did see a bit of lag there. That did make me nervous for a second. We are running an invul boost, so if we did get tagged, we'd probably be fine, but, you know, still. Seeing some lag's not exactly what I want to see. We're doing a good job of managing her light charges as well. She's only at 3. So we've done well at keeping those Furies rolling. She does throw the special 1 here. We're going to trigger overrun during it, like I typically do. Here we're closing in on the very end. We're going to hold block, bait of double medium, and close out the fight. So that does end our war. It does end our season. I didn't record a video of the final score. We do win this war, though. It was 10-8. A couple sloppy deaths from us. It was a little closer than I would have liked. I went to bed and we were at 7-6 with us losing. I woke up though and they had died 4 times, but it was getting very scary at the end. So yeah, we're gonna have to play a lot better next season to get a master spot, no question. Yeah, we face a lot of, I don't want to say inferior, lesser opponents. As we climbed away from P2, a bunch of wars we should have definitely won. Only a handful were close, maybe 2, 3-ish. But next season we're obviously going to have a much tougher task. We're going to be facing all the regular Masters Alliances probably. Noon, DSVG, SSX, Nefty, etc., etc. So yeah, no more easy wars next season. As a BG, my BG had a fantastic season. We only had 11 deaths on the season, so less than 1 death a war. So really proud of our group. We had a bunch of people go deathless, not just myself. I think we had 2 more, maybe 3 more people go deathless besides me. So yeah, really great season from our team, our BG, and hopefully we can keep it up next season. Now let's take a look at final stats. Now for final stats on the season, as I talked about, I did get another deathless season. This is 75-0. So probably, I mean, debatable if it's my best season, I guess. It's my best season from amount of kills and to deaths, or my best deathless season, I guess I should say. But again, we did have the first 4 wars, I believe, in Tier 2. The rest were Tier 1. But yeah, still, obviously 75-0 is a great season. Very proud of that and happy how it went. For fight breakdown, we did do 45 path fights, 18 shared, 11 minis, and a boss. And then looking at our fights by champion, Crossbones definitely had a heavy lift. 38, he took more than, yeah, that's more than half of our fights. It'll be interesting to see if he's banned next season with Corvus and likely, I'm guessing CGR being the other blacklist. With that being the case, I do expect to see more Crossbones bans. We only saw 2 this season, but I could see that being, you know, maybe half the wars. So if that is the case, I'll probably have to start using a different tactic champ. I am debating taking one to rank 3. Venom is very much a real possibility, but we'll see. Rest of the fights, Silk had a bunch of fights at the beginning of the season, not so much at the end. There was a bunch of Mystic defenders kind of placed on nodes and minis, so it made a lot of sense to bring her along, but as we continued on, we didn't see that as much. Sym Supreme, our Serpent killer, I think he took Serpent 8 of the wars. He took Serpent a lot of times. A lot of times he was just brought in for 1 fight, sometimes he had another one. But really happy with how I did with him. Definitely pretty comfortable with facing Serpent on majority of the nodes on the map at this point. We then had Photon with 4 kills. She didn't start to get some fights till the end, but it was really exciting. I really enjoyed using her, and hoping to do so more next season. I think I will, now that we've seen her be pretty effective. I had a Maestro war. We had 3 fights. That was one of Crossbone band wars. Hulkling had 3 kills early on. Venom had 2. Again, I think that was the other Crossbones war where I ended up using another tactic attacker. Iron Man we saw had the 1 fight. Longshot had 1 fight, and that 1 kill next to him I should have deleted. And then Ironheart had 1 dust fight at the beginning of the season. So yeah, overall a decent spread of champs. Obviously, a lot of use from the tactic champs, which we'd expect. So I imagine I'll have maybe a little bit similar balance next season. Maybe a little more balanced with Crossbones probably getting less fights. For tier 1 record, we do have, you can see the number of kills and deaths. Solo rates up to 97, almost 98%. So really happy with that. Looking at the past 5 seasons, I've only died 3 times. So I've had 2 Deathless in the last 5 seasons, or I guess 2 Deathless in the last 3 seasons. So I think I'm doing a good job of kind of approaching fights the right way. I think that's the main reason I've been doing well the last several seasons. So hopefully that can continue next season as well. But yeah. Again, we have been taking seasons off and on. That is not the case going forward. So we will be pushing again next season as we did this one. So looking forward to that, and we'll see what kind of rank ups I end up doing to help counter the tactics some more. I have 2 rank 3s I can do, or I will be able to do after Spring of Sorrow, whatever one it is, and then the more rewards. So I might do a little crystal opening video with those. But that is going to do it for this video though. So thank you for watching.